It looks even more wintry and Christmassy this morning.
Solid lake. It's cold.
What's the roof like? Have we got icicles?
Armed police turned up. Sorry,
one of the patient's relatives had a gun.
Not in the hospice. Welcome to a new vlog. That's breakfast had. Thank you for my breakfast.
You're welcome.
We're up, showered and ready. I'm gonna go get my hair cut because it's a bit long.
Christmas haircut.
On the sides.
Because
Christmas
for us,
haircut.
obviously not Christmas yet.
I showed you out in the last vlog. Just gonna show you out again.
It looks even more wintry and Christmassy this morning.
Solid lake.
Yeah.
Trees. It's not even snow. That's just frost.
Yeah. So
So for our American viewers, it's 21 degrees Fahrenheit. -6.
it sounds warm when you say it like that, doesn't it?
21 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. If it was Celsius, it'd be nice and warm. We'd be in the shorts.
We still have a problem with our boiler. They've just come around to try and fix it this morning, and we have to come back later on. We thought some work meant to come and have a look at it.
I think it's our expansion vessel has gone.
There you go. Exciting.
Google
news.
and YouTube. Basically, it's getting too hot when it's on, and when it's cold, it's dropping below the minimum.
Yeah.
Which is the expansion vessel.
So we're going to go out and defrost the car now, have a look at these warning lights that were coming on yesterday, and hopefully go and get a haircut appointment.
I'll put my little dongle on it and have a look what the error message is. Reset it maybe.
It's Halloween at the lodge. Look at them all.
I know. Look at these. It just looks like that spray on.
I know.
On
They're not sticky like
No.
cobwebs though. Because there's no tanginess. It's like
tanginess.
like tackiness. Right, let's sort this car out.
No matter how cold it is or how icy it is, James always starts first time. I was just saying that earlier to Nick. Must have a very good battery in James. Now let's see if we've got warning lights on in the Parker. Have we got warning lights?
I've got the warning light, yeah.
Oh, it's still on then?
Yeah. But I can't tell what the pressure is because you've got the door open.
Right, we need a sensor which is in James, which we bought from Amazon. Tell us more about. Oh, there we go. Oh, hang on.
Somebody just locked it.
There we go. We've had to de-ice the door to get in. What's the roof like in there?
God, it's cold.
What's the roof like? Have we got icicles?
Yeah, it's frozen solid.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Oh my God, that seat is so cold on my backside. I'm going to shut the door now.
The other door needs doing it all because I tried to open the other door.
The seal's pinched. Wait a minute.
The joys of winter in the UK.
I need keys. Right, so this is definitely not a faulty tyre because the pressure in all 4 tyres is the same pretty much. Yesterday it was fine and it just randomly came on the motorway. So I'm going to use this, which I got from Amazon, $8.99. Connects via a bit of software on my phone and it just plugs into the little port. There we go, you can see it flashing there.
Then it tells you what the problems are on your phone. Now if you go to a garage and they plug one of those in, they charge you about 30 quid.
35 quid, 40 quid, something like that. So we go into the app.
That cost about...
Ooh.
How much did that cost on Amazon?
$8.99.
Yeah.
Right, it's connected. Let's just check some of the, make sure we're getting readouts. All the different bits and bats, GPS, data, intake speed, air temperatures and all that kind of stuff. And we're not interested in any of that. We just want to go into fault codes. Show logged fault codes. Hopefully,
We think it's
the car will show up that one. No fault codes found. Right, hold on.
Does that mean...
Show pending faults. Let's try that one. No pending faults. Right, okay, let's just sod the lot and clear all faults.
Ooh, the other one's come on now. That's 2 low tyre pressures.
Have I pushed something? I think it's just ice.
Yeah. Well, let's go and have a look at
That's
the
a bit odd that that's just come up randomly.
Right,
let's get the pump and let's just put 3 or 4 psi in it.
Okay. Well, look how amazing it looks over there.
Bloody cold though.
Here's our garden. All iced over.
Right, we can't go above 50 because that's the maximum. And it's currently reporting 30. So I'm going to put it to 35. Because obviously when it warms up, it's going to increase even more. Right.
bad lighting from the sun. So we've pumped the tyres up, and
The original fault's gone.
yeah, but the other fault that came on when you saw us press something, that one's not gone off yet. So the pressure's fine. So it must have been the cold doing something to the sensors. So we're going to head down, get us a haircut, and then back for hopefully a boiler man to come and repair the fault on the boiler.
That's not going to be fixed today, because I know for a fact he's going to have to order a part, unless he carries them in stock. But we'll see. But we need to be warm for Christmas.
It's fixed, just as we were driving on a little bit more. So no more faults.
I think it has to get to 35 to clear the fault.
Yeah.
So because of the cold weather, you might have to keep an eye on it if it gets warmer, because obviously air expands and it's going to put the pressure up. But it's maximum 50, so it's fine.
Right, haircut done. Screen wash in the car done. Lunch bought. Now to go and eat it with a nice cup of tea.
And then just need for something else to bleeding break.
So it's a while later. The guy for the heating came and looked at it and said he does think it's a faulty what?
Expansion vessel.
Expansion vessel. So he's done a little quick fix, which may fix it totally or not.
It hasn't so far.
But to test something, we've had to put the heating up to quite high, so about 21 degrees, and then now we've got to turn it off for...
We've set the upper pressure, we now need to see what it'll drop to without any heating on.
So basically we turn the heating off and we need to see if it... How long? All night?
Maybe.
With no heating. It's already starting to get cold. It's
it'll cool down quicker.
It's like -2 outside. So we've got to just get on with being cold. So Nick's just sorting something out on the blog, which I can't get working. Been doing some ironing and just catching up on a few bits because we are heading out tonight. Tomorrow. Back to the apartment for a few days because we have things going off back there with Nick's mum, and we're going to Birmingham. So, got some chicken for tonight. We'll get some. Yes, some nice vegetables, and I'm hoping, because I did say that we have some rice, that we have got some rice. Because if not, we'll be having cock flavoured noodle soup, which our friend Lisa sent us. Oh, there we go. I need to start using more stuff out of this cupboard. It's just ridiculous. Oh. What flavour is this? Oh, pure basmati. What have we got? Spicy Mexican to go with it. That'll do. Right, time for our evening meal.
Change of tea though.
Yes, so...
Chicken and rice separately. Chicken with rice and veg with chicken.
Yeah.
These are like breast stuffed with like greens, spinach and things like that, and then like a flavoured sauce.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cook them in the air fryer, flip them over, put the rest of it on, which is in the sink, and then do the veg.
It's getting a tad cold in here now, isn't it? Let's see what it is.
About 18.
It's only 19.3. It's not that cold, but we're used to it being a lot warmer. 5 minutes later.
Literally.
All
5 minutes. Nice bit of
Pinot Noir?
no, well that as well, but smoking ginger. No, it's not. It's gorgeous garlic for what we got from the Christmas markets. Right, I'm off to sit down and watch Star Trek.
How are you doing temperature-wise?
I'm freezing my bollocks off.
The next morning, we've been on the road since 7. What time was it?
I can't
7,
remember.
something like that.
About half an hour.
Yeah, I went outside at 6:45 to de-ice the car. It was -3. It said in the car. It burnt my fingers using the de-icer can without a glove because it was that cold. So we are on our way home to take Nick's mum to an appointment. It's looking very wintry outside.
It snowed a little bit as well.
It's now 7:55 and it's -1, so it's warmed up a bit. The apartment, which is where we're staying tonight for the next few nights, is 16 degrees. That's all we've been able to get it up to so far. So nice and toasty in the apartment.
I'll be staying upstairs.
So when we drop Nick's mum off today, we've got maybe like 3-4 hours to kill. So we may go to Barnsley again, shopping or something.
Yeah,
maybe.
And we were just saying, we didn't even think about the fact that weird smell had gone in the lodge. So if you watched our vlogs in the summer, you saw that for months I was smelling something strange. Lee could never smell it
In the kitchen.
because he can't. He's got like the sense of smell of a dead sparrow, and I could smell this weird smell. Anyway, after months of being sick of it, I went under the lodge and I found that the shower cap, the shower drain, had popped off, and I put it back on. And ever since then, I've not smelt it, and I'd actually not given it any thought at all until we were just driving now.
The smell's gone.
The smell's gone.
Yeah. So,
There you go. If you've got a bad smell, check your pipe.
get us home. Oh, well, get us to his apartment.
And just like that, it's the next day. So we had a very long day yesterday.
12 hours.
I think it was almost 13 hours at the hospice. We stayed till late. Gail wasn't well enough for chemo, so it's been delayed until next week. She was in a very stubborn, defiant mood yesterday.
Refusing to eat.
Well, yes, she refuses to eat, and then
What
she
eat thing?
refused to go to bed, even though she was dropping asleep in the sofa, in the chair. So we stayed.
It's like the parent becomes the child.
We stayed as long as we could, and we said we
Could have been there now.
We're not going home until you go to bed. And she said, "Well, you'll be here all night then." So,
So we just went,
yeah, in the end,
left to watching telly.
got home.
Falling asleep, like, in the chair.
Got home about going up to 11 o'clock. Had some food, went to bed, and now we're up again to do it all again.
But we're not. We're taking the car in for 2 new
Yes.
tyres this morning.
Yeah. 2 new tyres. Nick's going to drop me off at my mum so I can spend some time with my mum. And then he's off to the hospice.
I'm only going for an hour today.
There's other people due in today. So
It's 14.7 degrees in the apartment.
that's as high as we've been able to get the heat in. It's very
And it's
low.
been on for 3 days. The radiators are barely getting warm. There's so many people in the building that they're all using the heating and the water's just not pumping around. There's just not enough pressure to force it around the system.
We're on like a forum with the rest of the people in the building. They're all moaning they can't get the heating working. I mean, it is probably like the coldest I've known it in years outside.
-7.
Yeah. Thankfully, on Monday, today's Thursday, on Monday, it's going to be 13 degrees, so it's going to be a heat wave in a few days.
Yeah, what would we need heating then? Like this radiator here now, it's hot. Kind of, well, not hot, but lukewarm. And then down here, it's literally cold.
Battery's
But
going.
hot here.
I'm about to
And
change the battery.
People are going to say, it's sludge.
Right, battery changed, and I'm just opening this card, which came in the post. I know where it's from because I saw the name on the outside of the envelope. I'll just show you guys. Peace on Earth. Let me open it. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Stacey, Pete, and Stephen, our friends in Sarasota, who actually met up with the Bazzers yesterday, and the Bazzers gave them the bookie stuff that we got when we were over there for them, when we were supposed to be going to spend some time with them. We didn't get around to it. Christmas tree's still up, and we're about to have breakfast, and then we'll start the day.
We live in this car, don't we? Of late. We've put so many miles on the car over our exceeded allowance that we're going to run out before we have to give it back in April or swap it.
Good job, Parker's a very nice car to live in.
Yeah, it's nice and warm. My seat's nice and toasty. So we're on our way now to Quick Fit to get the tyres replaced at the front, because when we were fixing the pressure problem the other day, I noticed they looked a little bit worn. Not bald, but worn. They're probably on the border of being sort of like they won't pass an MOT. So we're going to get them changed anyway. And then we're going to go to Pizza Express with Lee's mum and dad.
With my mum and dad.
Pizza Express for one of their lunch menus, where you get a pizza with a salad in the middle, where they charge you more for less pizza and some lettuce
really
leaves.
Nice. I went with my mum and dad a few weeks ago when Nick went to see his mum, and I wasn't vlogging, and we really enjoyed it, so we said we'd go again. She said, well, it's either that or you can have beans sausage on toast when you get here. So I said, we'll go to Pizza Express.
Pizza Express. We're having the car cleaned since it's an absolute disgrace. Lee refused to do it.
Well, I'm not doing it in this cold.
Why?
I went to get some out of the boot yesterday, my hands were black afterwards.
It is a bit dirty actually. So we're having it done. It only costs a £5, bargain.
Long overdue. little bit of a relaxing quick fit. No coffee. While we wait for our new tyres on our new clean car. I can finally see out of the reversing camera for the first time in a week.
Not for long.
All expenses spared on this year's decorations. A
whiteboard and Merry Christmas.
whiteboard and Merry Christmas on. Feel very festive, don't
Maybe
you?
we should do that next year, it'd be a lot easier.
It would do, actually. We could even flip it over and do one for Easter as well.
I was just going to say, what's the name of this car? Parker. Parker's now got new tiny new shiny wheels. They want us to flog us some ones on the back tyres, but we're like, well, what's the point? We swap it in August. So we're on our way now to see Leigh's mum and
Then up to
Pizza Express to get a rip-off salad.
I might even get some olives because they were very nice when I had them there last
Yes,
time.
marinated, aren't they?
They're some of the nicest olives that I've ever tasted at Pizza Express.
Because they're marinated in like a garlic oil.
The sun's blocking me out.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Right, we've made our way to my mum's. I'll show you her Christmas tree. Nice pencil pine. And I always look at this one each year. My mum's dog Woody, who died a few years ago. So we're off.
Pizza Express.
He's on that little one what you bought me, look.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That came from a garden centre, didn't it, a few years ago? Yeah. Woody in a stocking. And then some nice little bits and bats. That we've got that one as well. Do you remember where it came
We
from?
got it from Florida, that,
Yeah.
from...
Which shop?
Oh, Cracker Barrel shop.
Yeah,
Oh
Cracker
yeah, so
Barrel,
you give it
yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel, we've
Yeah.
got one, it's on our Christmas tree bedroom.
And I brought Janine one back.
Yeah.
And Brenda's got one. She has one.
So are you ready for Pizza Express?
Yeah, starving.
Wholeheartedly, yes.
Starving.
Come on then.
He's all nice and clean.
Well,
Huh.
I'm not quite impressed with this bit, what they've left.
Well, that's
did-
probably just like spray from the road as we drove away.
It's not spread from the road, that's from the...
2 new tyres, 141
tyres.
quid later.
and Pizza Express.
Right, let's get in because it's freezing.
Right, we're in. Just browsing the menu, but I already know what I'm getting in one of these legaras.
I'm having a
Nick's
hot
gonna
one.
get the American hot. I like the Quattro Verdu with the vibrant veg, tenderson broccoli, mushrooms really on it, and black olives. And it has a hole cut in the middle of the pizza with a little bit of salad in it. You can take your coat off.
No, cold.
So Nick signed up for the app and got free dough balls.
Which you get every time you visit.
Yeah, so if you've got one of these on your table, scan that and you get a free treat each time you come. So this time we've got classic dough balls.
Lovely warm balls, them.
And we got what I thought were the best olives I've had when we came the other week. See
They
if
are
Nick
amazing,
thinks the
actually.
same. It's been
I
a
think
long
Costco
time
do-
since you had that.
I think Costco do something very similar, actually.
Nice balls, yeah.
Good. You like those balls, Mum?
Nice soft one, isn't it?
I have to say, this looks absolutely amazing.
Not sure about the missing pizza in the middle, though.
Look
What
at
you
that.
got?
Look at the tenderson broccoli and mushrooms and onions and all
That's
sorts.
nice, apart from olives.
And they're just kind of like, well, that's a bit boring.
Nice, look, it's nice.
That's a bit boring.
Mozzarella.
At least you've got more pizza than us. Right, I'm off to tuck in. Like that, the pizza's gone and we're on to dessert.
Yeah, just a coffee for me.
I'm just having, well, there was 2 jam donuts, but
But you've stuffed them both.
I'm having them. Well, yeah, only 170 calories for both of them.
Soft
which is
dough
actually
balls
pretty
and
good.
now on to jam dough balls.
Talking about soft balls, look at this chubby chops here.
Yours be like that, we're getting them.
Here we are again in the car. And
It's a car vlog. That's all we do now.
that was very nice. I always enjoy Pizza Express food. We had a coffee afterwards. Oh yeah, we said that, didn't we?
Ridiculously priced though.
And, well, coffee is sometimes in these kind of
No, I
places.
meant the whole thing. 45 quid for a lunch.
Plus 45 quid for my mum's, which we
Yeah.
paid for. And well, there you go. It is what it is, as long as you know it is. What was I
Glad I got
going
me
to say?
3 balls.
I was going to say something. I can't remember. You threw me off.
We're in the car again.
So we're in the car. That was nice. I enjoyed that. Oh, that's what I'm going to say. How was your jam donut?
Very, very light.
Yeah.
They were almost like fluffy pastry. They weren't like the donuts you get from Greg's that are like heavy with jam.
Wouldn't know. I didn't get a taste.
You didn't want one.
So we are heading, just nipping to our PO box to pick up a couple of stuff that we've got delivered, and then we're going back to the hospice because Nick's mum is there today again.
Just going to spend a couple of hours.
Yeah, and then back home.
I've got some DIY jobs to do. I have got to fix a little patch in the bottom of the seal on the shower tray that we had when we had the bathroom fitted. So I think it's always been there, but I bought some silicone sealant to do it with. And we have had a part turn up for the boiler at the lodge. which I need to arrange to be fitted.
An exciting day.
Just all lifey stuff,
Yes.
isn't it? We have filmed this scene 5 times.
3. This is the 3rd time.
The camera had a memory card fault. Then we reset the settings. Then 2 batteries went flat.
And we're hoping 3rd time lucky.
So we can do this without reading his lines.
It's the next day, as you can see.
Car, apartment, car, apartment, car, apartment. That's all we're doing at the minute.
Tucking.
Oh yeah, we're having another tucking as well.
We had a tucking for lunch, we had a tucking for our meal last night, because we spent a lot of time at the hospice again. I think I said in yesterday's part of the blog that Nick's mum was going home, but she didn't make it in the end.
Yep.
So we spent some time at the hospice. So, whilst we was there at the hospice, we had a bit of a drama.
There's always drama when we get there.
Well, no, not like this. We were told, we went into the lounge, to the lounge area where you can have a coffee.
You're missing something. I went out to collect an Amazon parcel.
Yeah, so we were in the lounge area where we're all having a coffee.
And I got shooed back inside by this woman. She said, go inside, I'll explain later. Go and wait in the lounge, don't come out.
We thought we were going to get told off. Well, I thought at first we were going to get told off because we had too many visitors, because we had 4 instead of 3.
And I thought she was going to say something about having Amazon parcels delivered there, which it actually wasn't from my mum.
And then Phil said it looks like maybe a patient had died and we had to stay in the room while they sorted that. So we thought, oh well, okay.
And there was blue flashing lights outside, so we thought, ooh.
Then all of a sudden...
So we didn't want my mum to see anything like that.
She was completely oblivious to it.
She was just chatting with the friends.
And police turned up.
So we figured that was standard procedure.
Well, yeah, we're like, oh, police turn up for when a patient dies, all right. So anyway, after it all happened, the presume she was the manager of the hospice came in,
She was the CEO.
sat us down and said, we've had an incident where we've had to call the police because one of the relatives,
one of the patient's relatives had a gun.
Not in the hospice, but had a
Not that we're aware of.
No. It sounds like I'm talking about a New Orleans story or something.
I know.
They had
Just Barnsley.
The relative had a gun at some point during the day, but not in the hospice. So
because they arrested him in the hospice and dragged him out.
They
had plainclothes armed officers inside the hospice. Everybody were locked in rooms, and she was coordinating on the phone to arrest this guy.
There we go.
It was just like a normal day, you know what I mean? And obviously, we've not vlogged any of the hospice side of my mum's illness. We're not going to do that. We will kind of give people updates. I mean, I've just got off a phone call now with one of the spinal consultants in Sheffield. They're actually going to inject cement into her spine to re-strengthen it. Because at the minute it's kind of mushy and it's moving and it's putting pressure on her nerves and giving her pain in the legs. So they're going to do that in January, hopefully.
And said that should eliminate a lot of the pain
instantly.
So that's
good.
Fingers
crossed you'll get some mobility back.
On to more enjoyable things, more festive things, because it's still before Christmas for us.
Yeah.
I have some cards that we'll send to our PO box. I'm going to read them out. Thanks, guys, for sending them. And cover your eyes up for the autofocus. There's
well, I've just reset the camera. Does it? Oh, it's focused on my eyes. I can see it. At least that's working.
Whenever there's a face or eyes in our camera, it focuses, which is good, because that's what it's supposed to do, but we have to cover our eyes when we're showing things. So Merry Christmas, Leigh and Nick. To Leigh and Nick, Happy Christmas, love from Sonia, Gary and Emily. Thank you, guys. They always send us a Christmas card, birthday cards, everything.
Lovely Sonia.
And that one, which was from Moon Pig. Leigh and Nick and family, hope you have a fabulous Christmas with love from Cheryl, Phil, and the girls. Those guys sent us a lovely bottle of wine and some nibbles from Matt Spencer's as well. So
we'll be seeing Cheryl this weekend.
Yes.
Assuming it is the same Cheryl and Phil, which is going to be. There's not going to be that many Cheryl and Phil.
And then this one. Can you see that one?
Yeah.
Which says, Merry Christmas from Geordieland. There's a nice letter in here from the guys who sent this Christmas card.
They're actually in Florida at the minute.
Right now, yeah, they are.
They were kind of hoping we were going to be there. We were kind of hoping we were going to be there.
Well, we wouldn't have been there in December like that.
No.
To Leigh and Nick, thanks for another year of vlogs, Jason and Michael. And it does say here, yeah, we are going to Walt Disney World on the 2nd of December for 2 weeks after the COVID break, so we're really excited about that. Hope you are having a good
They'll be almost coming home.
Well, yeah.
In fact, they'll be back.
Yeah.
They'll be back.
Yeah. And then, is it just one more?
Yeah.
Yeah. Drink, eat and be merry. To Leigh and Nick, hopefully this has arrived in one piece and gives you something to enjoy during a difficult time. Wishing you both a Merry Christmas and hopefully 2023 brings good news for you and your families. Love from Kelly and Dan. That's our friends Kelly and Dan.
Who we hung out with in Florida. And they were with us the day we got the phone call.
We've seen them recently.
Yeah.
It was in Florida with Val when we went to Halloween Horror Nights. And
they were with us when we found out that Mum had gone to hospital, weren't
they? Yeah, they sent us a bottle of wine and some tasty treats. So thanks, guys.
It'll definitely cheer us up. I've already cracked open the little
sweets,
the jellies.
Sweets. So it's Friday afternoon. It's 1 p.m. We started last night with a little bit of cold. Well, we thought we
Yesterday morning, I woke up with a sore throat.
coming
and I
back
thought,
from the
oh,
hospice.
I thought, no, it is.
It kind of went off.
Sometimes when I get sore throats, when I get acid, and it leaves like a sore taste, and then it got worse and worse, and then Lee said, I'm starting with it.
When we were driving back from the hospice tonight, like,
It was getting worse, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we called it a cold, got some cold relief, took and went to bed.
today we feel all right.
I feel normal.
But
It's gone.
just in case we're not going to see next month today,
Yeah.
because we don't obviously want to pass anything on.
Well, we might be going to the hospice because there's a meeting with the doctors to talk about what's going to happen.
You can go on your own, wear a mask, stay at the other side of the room.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
what
social distance, but
That's what they do for people if they've got a cold or anything in the
Yeah.
hospice.
so we were masked up all day yesterday. Well, the back half of the day when
we
the
thought
throats.
we may
Yeah.
have something, but
Well, as
I'm
soon
not
as,
sure
soon
now.
as you said,
I feel all right now.
as soon as you said I'm getting a sore throat, I thought,
went-
well, it's got to be a cold. So I went and got a mask. You got a mask, but we did sit away from him all day, didn't we? So.
I'm going to finish the vlog. It's Friday afternoon, and then we're going to start another vlog. This weekend we are going down to Birmingham. We have a little soiree party meal with some of our patrons and YouTube members in a hotel down in
Become an
Birmingham.
annual tradition now, isn't it? This is like the third or fourth time that we've done it.
So that'll be hopefully on the next vlog, as long as things go to plan. We're going to go out, just do a little moochy shop.
I want to go for a walk in the frost.
No, it's too cold.
That's the whole point.
Too cold.
Yeah, but it reminds us of lockdown when we were doing walks and then
Thanks
coming back
for
to the
watching
apartment,
today,
which
guys.
freezing cold, which it still is.
Click the like button, hit the notification bell, drop us a comment below. We'll see you on the next vlog.
Bye.
Bye.